Sometimes the best thing that you can do is to walk away when you know that you've done all the things that you can, you've tried as much as you can. Hello, 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 everyone. Whew. It has been a long week. How about for y'all? Oh my goodness. Happy week after Thanksgiving. Hopefully everyone had a chance to connect with family. And you know, there's a lot of things. It's funny that every person I've spoken to had like a really good time for Thanksgiving and then like some random stuff happened. So let me know if that is you, because I had a very good time and I had a challenging time and, you know, just processing all this information. It is that time of year where shit comes up, and because you're around family and everybody's getting real nostalgic, and you know, we just got to go through it. We just got to process all the things. We can't give up. We got to just keep our eyes on the prize, right? And that really goes to what we're going to be talking about today, which is that sometimes the best thing that you can do is to walk away when you know that you've done all the things that you can, you've tried as much as you can, that it's okay for you to get to a point where you're like, where you think to yourself, you know, I feel confident that I've done everything I could do. I've tried all the things and it's okay. It's okay that I'm ready to walk away from a situation, from an individual, from a group of individuals, whatever it is. I want to talk a little bit today about just that, just being prepared and being more comfortable in walking away. And so the card, and I'll switch, actually, I'll put it up here for a sec. Let's see. Well, I'll show the Instagram folks here, the card, and I'll put it here temporarily for all my friends on Facebook, and I'm going to be using a new system maybe next week if I can get it to work. We'll see. But yeah, so the card that we're looking at today and this idea of walking away is this Seven of Swords energy, right? And if you see here, and I'm actually going to pop it up a little bit bigger for Facebook folks because I like it bigger here. Let me just switch. So many bells and whistles with me sometimes. You know, I like to be extra. Here we go. There we go. All right. So you can see a little bit bigger now. So Seven of Swords energy, right? Swords is our thoughts. And I have said a million times to all of you that this is what we're thinking. Doesn't mean that it's real. Doesn't mean that everything you experience in your mind, right? The things that your mind are telling you doesn't mean that it's real, right? It's your mind trying to process whatever information. So in terms of, if we're talking about walking away, I don't know why she's being glitchy today. In terms of walking away, in terms of processing through something you're experiencing in your life, it's really important to recognize, and you can see really in this imagery that there's this person who has collected their swords, if you will, and their thoughts and their plans, and they're leaving behind, in this instance, this wolf. They're leaving behind their pack, if you will, right? If the wolf is the pack. And you can see, I'm actually going to switch this because this is being weird here. It doesn't like my other camera today. It's still on holiday as well. I'll give y'all this one. I'll put you over here so folks can see. It really is, you can see that this person has left behind, still there is a sword that's left behind. There is this fire, right? The pack, if you will, is going to be okay, right? They have everything that they need still behind, but this person is ready to move forward, needs to collect their things and move forward. And even the scenery here in this image is very, it's wintry, it's cold, it's snowy. We often get to a place where we start to recognize that in the darkest of times, we have some choices to make, some decisions to make, right? And this comes up obviously a lot for me in the work that we do here around choices, around knowing that you have to make a choice, but you also always get to change your mind and make another choice, right? Don't get stuck in, I only get one choice and this is my forever thing, right? That's not true. And so I want you to think about, as we've been processing, right, for months and months and months now, we've been talking about clearing things out. We've been talking about the harvest, right, and gathering together, preparing for whatever's next, clearing out the old shit that we don't want anymore. And we really now are at a point where that work needs to be done, right? There's only so much clearing that we can do. We have to stop focusing on that, and we have to start moving forward and thinking about what's next. And when you think about what's next, sometimes things aren't coming along, people aren't coming along, right? You may have to move on from folks who are just not ready. And the hardest part about that is that somehow you feel like you failed, or, oh my gosh, but what about them? Not about them. They're going to be just fine. And as a matter of fact, they're going to be better knowing that the person that they care about, part of their pack, has found the strength to move on without them, right? Maybe that's something that they really have been looking for the courage to do and haven't been able to. And so that's really the message, of this week, is starting to make that full transition, right? I mean, just as we're coming up on the new year as well, a lot of times, we start thinking about our resolutions and how the new year is going to be new and different. But the reality is that if you're not willing to let go of some shit, really let go of it, not just say you're going to let go of it, but really let go of some things, nothing's going to change. You're going to find yourself right back, right where you are right now, this time next year, and you'll have to do this all over again. And is that an option? Of course, sure. But it doesn't have to be, right? And leaving folks behind, if you will, or leaving your tribe behind, or your pack, or an idea, or a job, just means that you have chosen yourself first, most importantly, versus everybody else, so that you can be better, you can be stronger, you can go farther, right? So that's how I really want you to look at it. Don't look at it like you're doing something wrong and you're sneaking off. No, you're choosing yourself, right? And so I'm going to put this back down here. So that was really the moral of the story this week. With that theme, going along with that theme, you're going to be seeing maybe later today, maybe tomorrow, the ladies that I have done some work with before that you have all seen, my magical cartographers. We have been behind the scenes, getting some things ready for you, getting ready for the new year, some things that we're going to be launching. And one of those things is a podcast that we have coming in January. And we've done an interview together with KJ, one of our magical cartographers, who already has a lovely podcast called Bliss Begins Within. Check it out wherever you listen to your podcast. And so her next podcast, and I will post some information as soon as it's up, has us, the magical cartographers, talking about this journey that we are moving on together, talking about finding your people, right? What you have to leave behind sometimes in order to move forward, and in finding yourself, finding the people who really get you. So keep an eye out for that. And I also, before I leave here, I want to give a special Shout out to my girl, Mary Kay. Boo, 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 boo. That was, I don't know what that sound was, but today's her birthday. Happy birthday, Mary Kay. I'll make sure to tag you in this because I know you're hard at work. I just want to tell you I love you. Happy birthday. I'm excited to see you soon. What else? Okay, as always, if you have any questions that I can answer for you, if I can offer any help or support, make sure, if it will pop in, make sure to check out 2 Minute Tarot. So you can either click the link in Facebook, or if you watch this on Instagram, you can click the link in the bio, go to 2 Minute Tarot. This is where you get to ask me one question. I will pull one card for you and give you about a 2-minute video response, just to give you a little nudge or piece of advice, however I can help. Totally free. And I mean, why not? Why not do it, right? Why not get on track and maybe ask about what you need to move forward with? So check it out. So that is it. I will be around giving lots of more information in the next couple of weeks about what's coming on next year, but I'd love to hear how your holiday went, how you are recovering, recuperating, and yeah, check in, let me know. And most importantly, stay magical, y'all.